Hailie Deegan is making headlines again, and fans are buzzing with excitement. Speculation is rampant about her potential new team. In this episode, we will explore Kevin Harvick's insights on what went wrong in Deegan's career, and we'll also discuss Trackhouse Racing's significant moves and the possibility of NASCAR's next street race. 5 or 6 years ago, Kevin Harvick was one of Hailie Deegan's biggest supporters. As a NASCAR Cup Series champion, Harvick saw Deegan race in a K&N West event and believed she had the most potential among her peers. Around a year after receiving praise from Harvick, Deegan announced her decision to leave the Toyota development system for Ford. Recently, on his Happy Hour podcast, Harvick shared his thoughts on Deegan's career move. He expressed that this switch was a pivotal moment that negatively impacted her career. Harvick argued that Deegan needed to get better guidance and mentorship, which she didn't get with Ford.
Well, I think that that's part of the problem. I don't think that guidance and mentorship has been exactly what she needed for NASCAR. I think that the big mistake here was getting out of the Toyota development system. I don't think Ford has a great development system as far as the things that they do from ARCA all the way until you get to Cup. I don't think that they're developed. I don't think their development system. I don't even know if they have a development system. So you get put in these situations to where you don't have the resources and things that you need, like Toyota does, and Chevy doesn't do it quite as well as Toyota does, but they do it better than Ford.
However, to understand Deegan's decision, it's essential to look back at the situation 5 years ago. In late 2019, Deegan announced she was leaving Toyota for Ford. In 2020, she had her first full year in ARCA with Ford. At that time, Toyota's development pipeline was crowded with talented drivers like Harrison Burton, Riley Herbst, and Ty Gibbs. Deegan felt that she wasn't a priority at Toyota, merely one of many promising drivers. On the other hand, when she joined Ford, she quickly became one of their top prospects. This was a significant shift for her, as she moved from feeling like just another driver at Toyota to being a standout talent at Ford. In 2019 and 2020, Ford's focus was on drivers like Chase Briscoe and Austin Cindric in Xfinity, giving Deegan a clear path to be noticed and supported. Harvick's observations bring up a valid point about the importance of development systems in a driver's career. Toyota's structured and resource-rich pipeline could have provided Deegan with the necessary time and guidance. Yet, her move to Ford made sense at that moment, as it offered her more attention and opportunities. The debate over whether Deegan made the right choice by leaving Toyota for Ford is complex. While Harvick's insight suggests that Toyota's system might have been better for her long-term development, the immediate benefits of joining Ford cannot be overlooked. It shows the challenges young drivers face in making career decisions that balance immediate opportunities with long-term growth. In 2020, Hailie Deegan made a big career move from the Toyota development system to Ford. At that time, Toyota's program was crowded with many talented drivers like Grant Enfinger, Johnny Sauter, Matt Crafton, Ben Rhodes, and Todd Gilliland. Toyota had lost many prospects over the years because of its crowded field. On the other hand, Ford promised to make Deegan a main focus, which seemed appealing. At first, the move to Ford didn't seem bad. Many experts now say it was a mistake, but at that time, it looked like a good opportunity. Deegan was worried about rushing through the lower ranks of NASCAR too quickly. She talked about wanting to stay longer in lower levels like K&N to avoid making mistakes that could cost her valuable years in her career. Deegan's journey through the ranks was fast. She only spent 1 year in ARCA without winning any races. She believed staying longer might have helped her development. However, she was quickly moved to the Truck Series, joining quality teams like DGR and ThorSport. Despite 3 years in the Truck Series, her performance didn't improve significantly. She got plenty of seat time but didn't achieve the success she hoped for. Deegan then moved to the Xfinity Series with AM Racing. This team, while decent, wasn't well established enough to support a developing driver like Deegan. She needed guidance from a more experienced team, which AM Racing couldn't provide. This mismatch led to a tough season for her, and the partnership didn't work out. Hailie Deegan is racing in the Speed Tour All-Star Race event at Lime Rock Park this weekend. She was also seen at Iowa Speedway during the IndyCar Indy Lights weekend, though it's unclear if anything significant is happening here. Deegan is still young and talented, and many believe she has the potential to develop into a successful stock car racer. Even if she doesn't reach the top level of NASCAR, her skills suggest she could excel and win in other racing formats. Now, let's shift to some recent news in the world of NASCAR. Trackhouse Racing has announced a new partnership with Avenue Sports Fund. This fund was founded by Mark Lasry, a former owner of the Milwaukee Bucks. The partnership involves Avenue Sports Fund purchasing a significant minority stake in Trackhouse Entertainment Group. Mark stated that the investment from Avenue will be used to enhance several areas, including technology to improve performance on the track and fan engagement. Trackhouse is a key team for General Motors and NASCAR, but has faced challenges this season. Daniel Suarez has managed to secure one win, but only one top 10 finish in the last 12 or 13 races. Ross Chastain has been more consistent, but has not won a race and is currently in a precarious position on the playoff grid. Any investment that boosts performance will be welcomed by the team and its fans. This new investment is a big deal for Trackhouse, a team known for disrupting the NASCAR Cup Series. They're expected to acquire a third charter for the next season and have been innovative in fan engagement. Also, the team has been involved in MotoGP and recently achieved their first podium in that series. Sports in general continue to attract investors, and ownership groups are becoming more common. Recently, famous U.S. goalkeeper Tim Howard joined the ownership group of Houston Dynamo and Houston Dash. In the racing world, LeBron James is part of the Fenway Sports Group, giving him an ownership stake in RFK Racing. Kevin Harvick joined the ownership group of the Charlotte Checkers American Hockey League team this week. Harvick, Dale Earnhardt Jr., Justin Marks, and Jeff Burton also formed an ownership group that now owns the Cars Tour. Last year, Joe Gibbs Racing sold a minority stake to the Harris Blitzer Sports Entertainment Group. This trend of forming ownership groups in sports is likely to continue, especially if the next charter agreement is signed. Many new ownership groups are showing interest, and this trend is likely to continue with the next charter agreement. It makes sense because NASCAR has wide appeal, offering great opportunities for businesses. Trackhouse's new move is exciting, and everyone is watching to see if it will lead to better performance on the track. Hendrick Motorsports just announced that Kyle Larson will run the Coca-Cola 600 double paint scheme this weekend. This is a big deal because he finally gets to race this scheme in an actual NASCAR event. The design looks great, with a nice orange touch, but it also brings back memories of a tough Memorial Day weekend. Despite that, many fans are excited to see Larson in this new look. Looking ahead, NASCAR's future looks promising. Adam Stern reported that officials from other cities in the U.S. visited Chicago, showing interest in hosting a street circuit race. This means we might see more cities joining the NASCAR scene. Chicago is expected to host at least one more race after 2025, but other cities could be in the mix soon. Now, whatever your thoughts are, just write them down below. And while you're down there, don't forget to smash that subscribe button for more upcoming updates. Until then, keep exploring.